point guard who plays to make others better without sacrificing her own talent as a playmaker. And Madisen is that. She has court vision and the ability to shoot and get to the rim. But what sets her apart is that she makes good decisions in the moment and has team success as her top priority. Madisen has been well coached and played at an elite level, so I know that she fits our culture and that the fans will love to watch her play. That's a quote from Don Staley. Fam, so the squad's favorite auntie with uncle tendencies? Y'all know what it is. We talking Maddie today. Madisen McDaniel. Listen, she's ready to run among the top point guards in the country. Ranked been up and down, 12. For some reason, I want to say they ranked her back down like 13 or 14 or something like that now. In 2024, ESPN been kind of all over with they rankings. She averaged 18.6 points, 5.4 assists, and 5.2 steals per game as a junior. And that earned her the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference Player of the Year honors. She's a two-time All WCAC First Team selection and was Max Prep's Maryland Girls High School Basketball Player of the Year last season. So we got quite a talent coming, y'all. Quite a talent coming, and I don't know what people gonna do. I don't know what people are gonna do about us. Listen, she's 5'9", point guard out of Bishop McNamara High School in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. But this guard and her play were actually born in Chicago. So she got some Chi-Town in her game. She lived there until she was about 2 years old, and then she moved down to Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Favorite food, Mexican. Her motto, mind over matter. I like that. I like that type of attitude, a mind over matter type of attitude. She started playing basketball when she was 4 years old. Like most phenoms, she was the only female on the team. At age 8, that's kind of when basketball really got serious for her. The game got real. She attended a 5th grade team takeover event as a 3rd grader, and that was it. It was on from there. She won an AAU championship, I think, at the age of 11. But she got a relentless, fiery type of game that starts on defense first. Somebody described her as a cross between, if you're looking at the Gamecocks, a cross between Fuwiley and Pow Pow. That's an interesting combination. I get why they would say that. Some of the speed and the shooting ability. I don't know if I actually see Fuwiley and Pow Pow, but that was one of the ways I heard her described. If that gives y'all an idea of what her play style is like. She said she tried a lot of things before hoops. Swimming, dance, soccer, but she picked up the basketball and she was good. She grew up kind of in a basketball family. Her dad, her godmom, both played college ball. Her uncle, Ronnie Lester, 7-time champ as a player and an exec with the Lakers. She's also good friends with Angel Reese. So I believe that she has a good understanding of both the game and business side of basketball, especially for her level. School, but right now, like she said, has been her focus. I really just like this young lady's attitude. It's one thing you notice about Dawn is there's a certain type of player that she goes for. They usually always have strong support systems. They usually are good students. Usually have good head on their shoulder, prayerful, spiritual in some type of way. Regardless of what their religious beliefs are, there's some spiritual, prayerful belief system within all of our players. It's just really interesting that they all kind of come from the same type of environment. I don't know. It's interesting. I really love the way she puts her teams together. But I'm digressing. Like what I was saying, like school is her main focus right now. She said that her parents have done a wonderful job helping her make sure that the main priority stays the main priority, which I think is a great attitude to have coming into a school where the standard is the standard, right? So she's had some misfortunes. She's had some misfortunes already in high school as far as injury. She tore her ACL in her right knee in the final game in 2021, February 2021, had surgery. She returned March. She had surgery in March 2021 and returned in December of that year. And then she also just recently, this February, tore her meniscus. So she's had two, and I don't know if it was to her right knee or left knee. I'm not sure which knee she tore the meniscus in. Y'all let me know in the comments, fam. But has had some pretty pretty big injuries knee wise. That I don't, I guess on one hand, people would say that they would be concerned about injury, but on the other hand, she's so young that if she does the rehab the right way, and I think gets in here and works with Bodies by Molly, I think that she should be able to have a full recovery and be able to go on and have a good career. But I'm not sure. I'm no doctor. I'm just guessing. I just feel like with her youth and the right type of doctors and rehab around her, she should be able to, from everything I saw, she should be able to have a full recovery. So I don't want to say that she's injury prone. I don't know. I think it's too early in her career to say that we worried about stuff like that. But I know that some people will, definitely bring that up. It'll be something to think about, especially with her stature, her size coming into the game. When asked about how she describes her game, though, let's get back into who she is. First of all, she has a desire to play for the WNBA and overseas. So she's just a hooper. And her first offer came for, I believe, in 7th grade from Maryland. But she describes her game as a traditional season kind of point guard. She looks to get the team involved first, but can't score. Everything for her, though, starts from defense, which she says comes easy because she can break down offenses. It's easy for her to see kind of what an offense set is, where the next screen or pick is coming from, and be able to have some good anticipation there. So she's built her game from taking parts from different players. From what I was able to understand in researching her, Sue Bird, she wanted that facilitation style. Chelsea Gray, she was looking for that kind of scoring and controlling the pace of the game. Kyrie handles and finishing at the basket, and then Chris Paul for that little midi pull up that he has. I watched some video. She plays well with a dominant point. I seen her. She was able to make some nice passes into the paint for her big to be able to finish, and then she was also able to, when her big was covered, be able to get that pass back out and knock the shot down, or make the next best pass on the floor. She said she got a deep bag. She started high school during the pandemic, so that first season was cut short. But she has been able to display a lot of the things that are in her bag. I got a chance to watch some of the highlights, and shout out to, I think that's at Theo's Vision for giving me the highlights that were available to be able to get the eye test done. But let me tell you what I saw. High IQ on the court, y'all. Great vision. That defense is there. She's got the 3-ball. She's got the drive. She's got the midi. Like I said, she's got the passing. She's got the touch around the basket. She's finishing through the contact. Speed, quickness, lateral movement. Listen, she pushes the pace in transition, but she can slow it down. I like that. Great anticipation on defense, good hands. When I'm thinking about the lateral movement and all of that, I think that that'll all still be intact even after she's returning from this injury. So I don't have any concerns there. Like I said, she's a 2-time WCAC first team, 2023 WCAC Player of the Year, 2022-2023 Max Preps Player of the Year, Curry Brand Camp invitee, Slam Summer Classic invitee, Under Armour Elite 24 invitee, also invited to USA Basketball Minicamp, but she didn't get to participate because of her injury. So, got a true point guard coming in. And when I'm thinking about what we have at point guard and guard right now, so we got Raven, we got Pow, we got Tessa, we got Bree, and now we got Maddie. And I think Maddie is gonna do more of the true point guard kind of work, more like what Raven does. Be coming in to kind of build and be that next point behind Raven, that true floor general defender. Look to pass first, then look to score, like what we see Raven do, but can score, and I think sometimes people forget that Raven can score, and Raven can knock the shot down as she's proven on her revenge tour, and I think Madisen is going to give us that same type of stretch of the floor. She'll be able to do a lot of those same things, and then some things different. Then some things different, really crashing to the basket a lot. I can't even say more, you know, a lot of defense still, but maybe at a quicker pace. But I'm also looking for her to be able to take some of the pressure off and ball handling off Malaysia and Tessa and make them maybe more of the off-ball guards that are knocking the balls down. Although Malaysia, I think, still too will have the ball in her hand a lot. She's so dangerous out there when the ball is in her hand. So we'll see a rotation there. I think, of course, it'll be about who's the hot hand. I don't expect her to come in and start, of course. I don't know that Dawn starts freshman right away, but I do understand that with the skill set that she's bringing, that she should definitely be able to come right in here and earn some minutes into what our rotation is going to look like, especially if we go more with a 4-guard type of set, because we'll be wanting to run more fresh legs out on the court to be able to spell the guards that are out there. So excited that this young lady is coming. I'm hoping that she is fully recovered and ready to go at the start of the season. But whenever she gets ready to get on the floor, even if she decides to redshirt, whenever she's ready, she's going to come and be a tremendous impact. I think right away. I like the energy that she brings. She talks it up on the floor. She's got that swag about her. She wants to win. That's the other thing. That's the other thing about the players that Dawn brings into her program. They want to win, and they want to win at the highest level. And so I think she's going to fit right into the fam. And I'm excited to see what she brings, y'all. So listen, it's only going up from here. It's only going up from here. We've got tremendous talent stacked up for the next few years. And I think, you know, of course, Dawn will continue to recruit the best of the best out there. So, hey, y'all, like I said in the last video, buckle them seatbelts up, seatbelt gang. Another one on the bench, y'all. Another one on the bench that's going to be a tremendous impact, a tremendous game changer. Another phenomenal talent that we have coming to South Carolina. So, let's go Gamecocks. And with that, y'all know what it is. If this is kind of content that you like, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Stay in the conversation, like the video, share the videos. Until next time, stay tuned, y'all. It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. I'm out. Peace.